Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a good weekend. I know I definitely did. It's really fun with the holidays. Yeah, getting ready for that. So we had our friends and neighbors over Friday night. Saturday, my family and I volunteered for this program called Whole Food Rescue, where we go to a grocery store and we got 500 pounds of food that will then be redistributed to people in our community who need it, which is so amazing. We did some Christmas shopping. Yesterday, we went skiing. I did my usual weekly yoga, did the grocery shopping. Um, and yeah, bought some Christmas presents. My husband hunts and he got an elk a few weeks ago. So we also worked on butchering that elk and getting that into the freezer. So it was a busy weekend, but I did a little bit of relaxing as well. So I hope that you did too. Today, I want to talk about why you can't lose weight. And a lot of my clients want to lose like 10, 20 pounds. And so they've just been holding on to this extra weight for a long time. And everything that they've tried to do to lose those pounds has not worked. So whether it's cutting calories, whether it's going on certain diets, whether it's intermittent fasting, whether it's exercising for hours a day. And I know I've been there too. And I know that my kind of health issues started very gradually and slowly that I didn't even notice at first. And I thought it was maybe because I was getting older. I was in my 30s and I couldn't get down to my ideal weight easily like I used to. Like in my 20s, when I would exercise, I didn't even really have to watch what I ate. I mean, I always ate healthy for the most part, but I still drank plenty of alcohol. I definitely still went out to eat and we get burger and fries after a bike ride or after snowboarding. But it was easy just with exercise to lose weight. And that stopped happening in my 30s. And it was actually after I traveled in Asia where I think I got this parasite that over time led to my sleep issues like 13, 15 years later. So anyway, it's not normal to not be able to lose weight, even if you're, eating really well and not eating sugar and all of those things. And so I know how frustrating that is. Like I would even do a cleanse where, I just ate whole foods, maybe did some juicing. And in the past, I would always just, drop a few pounds that I wanted to drop. And that stopped working. And so I want to explain why. And the first reason is actually can be because you aren't getting enough sleep or enough quality sleep. So, how we sleep is actually going to affect our hormones that determine how hungry we are. So, I don't know if you've ever noticed that you're hungrier and especially crave unhealthy foods when you don't get enough sleep. I notice this. So, um, a while ago, I used to manage the supplement department of a health food store. And we would have to do inventory every quarter where I would have to be at work at 4 a.m., which I hated because I always valued my sleep. But I would always crave this cinnamon roll. Like it was like because I was up early, it was some excuse to indulge in a cinnamon roll for breakfast. Very early in the morning. And it made me feel awful, but I still wanted it every time. And now I know that there is a reason why. So, and I hope that this helps because, if you didn't get a good night's sleep the night before and you are craving something, it doesn't mean that your body needs that food and what happens is that when we're tired, our body wants quick energy. And refined sugar, refined flour, like sweetened drinks, like coffee drinks, things like that, like all of those things are going to give us quick energy. So that's why our body is craving those things. But it doesn't mean that it's good for us. And if we give in to those cravings, then it's not going to set us up for a good night's sleep the next night. And so, why is this happening? when we don't get good sleep. So there are two hormones that control hunger, ghrelin and leptin. So ghrelin tells your body that you're hungry, and leptin tells us when we're full. Now, when you don't get enough sleep, studies show that you have more ghrelin. So that's the one that tells us that we're hungry, even if you do the same amount of activity and eat the same foods. Our bodies literally feel hungrier, even though nothing has changed, for how many calories we actually need. So you are literally going to feel hungrier than if you had a good night's sleep, if you got enough sleep and had great quality sleep. I mean, studies even show this. One experiment showed that people ate 300 calories more a day when they slept 4.5 hours a night compared to others who got 8 hours of sleep. So imagine 300 calories more a day every day, like especially if you're, chronically not getting enough sleep, that is going to add up to a lot of weight gain over time. So the second reason why you aren't able to lose weight is because of cortisol. So cortisol actually tells your body to store fat. And so when cortisol is elevated, it tells your liver to release its stored glucose. So then that's also increasing blood sugar. And then it also limits insulin. So your blood sugar levels actually increase, which is going to lead to blood sugar regulation. Over time can lead to insulin resistance. But whenever blood sugar goes too low, the body also releases cortisol, because that, again, is going to give your body energy. It's going to increase your blood sugar. And so then you get on this blood sugar roller coaster. So a sure sign of elevated cortisol is belly fat that you can't get rid of no matter how many crunches you do, or, how few calories you're eating or whatever it is. And then what's interesting here is that, of course, cortisol also affects our sleep. So it really can become this vicious cycle where, when you aren't sleeping enough, your body releases more cortisol. And then the same reasons why your body's releasing cortisol are also affecting your sleep. So many of my clients have high cortisol at bedtime, especially if they have trouble falling asleep, or high cortisol during the night, especially if they're waking up around 3 or 4 a.m. or just waking up every couple hours throughout the night. It's likely because of cortisol. So finding out why your body is releasing cortisol at night is the key, because that is affecting, even if you're getting enough sleep, if you are waking up not feeling rested, then you're not getting good quality sleep. And it is likely because of cortisol. So some of the most common reasons for high cortisol, again, are going to be blood sugar. So being on that blood sugar roller coaster. Another common reason is a pathogen in the gut. So, and I talked a lot about gut health last week. So if you want to find out more about that, then go back and watch those videos as well. But if you have a parasite or bad bacteria, or H. pylori, or yeast like Candida, those creatures are nocturnal. So it's the middle of the night that they cause a lot of inflammation. And whenever there's inflammation, the body releases cortisol because it's actually an anti-inflammatory hormone. But it's also going to tell your body to store fat, and it's going to wake you up when that's happening in the middle of the night. So that's a really common reason I see in my clients, is that they have some sort of pathogen in their gut, and all the probiotics in the world aren't enough to help with that. So we need to find out what type of pathogen it is, because how we deal with a parasite is different than how we deal with Candida or H. pylori. So testing and finding out exactly what the pathogen is really important. Now, another reason why your body's releasing cortisol at night or anytime is a congested liver. So that means when your liver is overburdened, there are more toxins to deal with than it can handle. So those toxins circulate around, causing a lot of inflammation. Then your body's releasing cortisol all the time. which again is going to affect your sleep when that's happening at night and is also going to tell your body to store fat. Another reason why your body could be releasing cortisol are food sensitivities. And I see food sensitivities as really as a sign that your gut isn't healthy. But again, if you're reacting to gluten and dairy and eating those foods, then that's also causing a lot of inflammation. Your body's going to be constantly releasing cortisol. So definitely, besides food sensitivities, like going on an anti-inflammatory diet, which tends to mean for a lot of people avoiding gluten and dairy, at least for a period of time. And then also avoiding refined sugar, refined flour, processed foods. All those things are really inflammatory. So it's going to be almost impossible to lose weight if you're eating these, foods that are causing a lot of inflammation. Your body's constantly releasing cortisol to deal with that inflammation. So, changing your diet is definitely the first step to dealing with this. But if you're wanting to lose weight, I'm sure that you already know that, and you've probably already tried that. So those are the two reasons why you haven't been able to lose weight. It's because you're not getting enough sleep or enough quality sleep, and because your body's releasing cortisol. So the key to sleeping better and to losing the weight that you want and being at your ideal weight is to find out why your body's releasing cortisol and address those things. And that's exactly what we do for you, what we help you with in the Complete Sleep Solution program. So it is a 6-month program that offers private support. It includes the analysis of 4 lab tests, plus assessments to find out everything that is affecting your health, that is keeping you from getting good quality sleep, from getting enough sleep, and from being able to lose the weight that you want to lose. And then you work with your coach for 6 months. So you have 12 sessions over 6 months. So you're meeting with her twice a month. You also get chat support throughout the entire 6 months. So you never have to wait for your appointment to get your questions answered. And there are also trainings included in the program. So every week you get another training. They're 10 minutes. They're short, to the point. I know that you're busy and tired, but I'm giving you as many resources as I can to improve your sleep and your health as quickly as possible. So, another reason your body can be releasing cortisol is from stress, like, general life stress. So learning how to manage stress better is definitely one of the focuses of the program as well. So even though it's focusing on sleep, it's really a health restoring program, because the reason you aren't sleeping is because your body isn't healthy. The reason you can't lose weight is because your body isn't totally healthy. It's not because you aren't eating right or cutting enough calories or, doing the right things. Like if your metabolism is working against you, if your body's releasing cortisol all the time. So we can find out why that's happening and fix it. And that is another thing that we will help you with in the program. So you can sign up for, the first step is to schedule a consultation with me. And I'm going to put information about the program in the chat here so that you can go look it up. Oh, I keep doing this wrong. There we go. And that way you can see everything that the program includes and how we can help you get great quality sleep so that you can be at your ideal weight, and also have energy and really set yourself up to being healthy for the long term. So so the first step is to schedule a consultation with me. We'll talk about what's going on with your sleep, what's going on with your health. We'll talk about what you've tried so far. And then we'll talk about what your goals are and how the program can help you achieve those goals in 6 months or less. So the time to sign up is now, because get this, if you sign up now, we'll have your test results at the beginning of January when you are ready to, to achieve your goals in January. I know that it's, a lot of New Year's resolutions are to lose weight. So if this has been your resolution for many years and you haven't been able to achieve it, It's not because you didn't stick, you know, it's not because you didn't go to the gym enough, or it's not because you didn't stick to that diet enough. There are actually imbalances in your body that are making your body release cortisol, and you're not getting great sleep. And so that is what's keeping you from achieving that goal. So this can be the year that you actually achieve that in 2025. And we would love to help you with that. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.